So basically we created this idea for a junior cooking challenge where we would completely immerse students in the opportunity to learn about where their food was coming from, create menus with terrific chefs, and then they would walk out with their dishes and put them down in front of the judges and hear the oohs and ahs from the judges, and you watch them elevate. To get to that, we had the kids take a series of field trips. They went to Oliver's Market and they walked around the store and learned about organic produce and the labeling on the produce. They're going to the Clover Farm and they're going to learn about where does their milk come from, where does their dairy come from, and it's in their local community right down the block. They went to the Marin County Farmers Market to walk through the whole process of farming and farmers bringing their goods and their wares to a community, and what does that all look like, and how do you create a meal based on what's out in front of you. One of the field trips, the students, they got to sit down with their chefs in the restaurants or on the properties of where their chefs worked.
So today I was able to have the kids come to a property here at the Kendall Jackson Wine Center and showed them our beautiful gardens and let them pick carrots and eat carrots straight from the ground. And I was really shocked after the first meeting of the kind of foods that the kids were coming up with. We're making some food that's not just your typical, like what you'd expect from a kid's meal.
The opportunity for children and chefs to interact, I think, had an impact in both directions, because I think the kind of whimsy and nothing's impossible that comes from the children with these chefs that are so used to having to do things certain ways allowed them both to learn so much from each other and to really end up with a beautiful meal that they were all so proud of and totally enjoyed making together. I thought the judges were fabulous. They were so enthusiastic. I don't think they had any clue what to expect, but I think they had so much fun, and it was in such a grand place. Like, you don't get to be a fifth grader and come to the Culinary Institute and have this experience. So I think for everybody, it was a blast, and I think something that nobody will ever forget.